Welcome students. Now since we have discussed fractions, multiples, factors, decimals and percentages, we are now in a situation to define and describe some other quantities such as ratio, rate and proportions. Ratio is basically a comparison. It shows how much of a quantity is contained in the another. It is written as A colon B and is read as A is to B and is defined as the fraction of A with numerator and B as denominator. Suppose you have 8 books and your friend has 12 books. Then the ratio of your books to that of your friend is 8 over 12, which simplifies to 2 over 3. That is, for every 2 books you have, your friend has a 3 books. Taking another example, let you have 100 rupees and your friend has 500 rupee. Then the ratio of your rupees to that of your friend is 100 over 500, that is 1 is to 5. That is, for every 1 rupee you have, your friend has a total of 5 rupee. It's called the ratio and is used to compare two quantities. Let us have a look at two sides of a triangle. One side is 12 centimeter long and the other is 20 centimeter long. One way to compare these sides is by saying that one side is 8 centimeter longer than the other side. Or in ratio format, we can say that ratio of the second side to that of first side is 20 is to 12, that is 5 is to 3, which further simplifies to 1.66 is to 1. That is, the second side is 1.66 times the first side, or the first side is 0.66 times the second side. Proportions. Two ratios A is to B and C is to D are said to be proportional to each other if they yield the same result on simplification. Or in other words, if two ratios in the form of fractions are equivalent, then they are proportional to each other. For example, the ratios 8 is to 32 and 2 is to 8 are proportional to each other since on simplification they both yield the result 1 is to 4. Now talking about rate, it is a ratio of two quantities that are not in the same units. The only difference between ratio and rate is that ratio is between two similar quantities, whereas rate is a ratio between two different quantities. For example, if I take my car and move a distance of 20 meters in 5 seconds, then the ratio of distance traveled to that of time taken is 20 over 5, that is 4 over 1, and means that I traveled 4 meters every 1 second. And this ratio is called as rate. That's all about rates, ratio and proportion. Thanks.